Does anyone of you heard about the suicidal case? I believe that all of you have heard a lot of suicidal case around Malaysia. Does it make you left in question mark by why that this event occurring? And do you believe that this event occurring because of some people or some of us might be having a negativities surrounded us, and also because of those negative that influence them to becoming stress, depressions, anxiety, and which could lead them toward a suicidal thought. According to the New Straits Times, there are increasing number of people are crying out for help by increasing number of 16% rather than the last year. Those people are who crying out for help is those people that have an intentions to having a suicide. It's very scary because suicidals have become a top quite hot issue in Malaysia, and the number of people die due to suicidals is increasing. So the reason why people are having a suicidal thought is because the negativities that have been surrounded them, those negative vibes that make and influence them to have a suicidal thought. Because in our life, there's a lot of opportunity for us to get demotivated, discouragement, and lose our patience in striking the excellence that we want in our life. So, because of the inability for us to achieve what we want in life, can create a negative side in our life, which can result we are left in stress, despair, and depression that could lead us toward the suicidal. Because I have my own personal share where I once have a suicidal thought in my mind, because at that time I wasn't be able to performing well in my XPM, which in result me left in despair and stress and depression and having a depression. And due to the stress and depression and all those negativity come towards me, which influenced me to have a suicidal thought, and I once have tried to suicide attempt. Eventually, Alhamdulillah, I still safe and alive here. And a study from research in international environmental research and public health also agrees that negativity and negative vibe can influence us toward the suicidal thought. And this tell you that negativity can give a lot of consequences and big impacts toward us. So I will begin my share today about the importance of creating a positive vibe. Beforehand, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Haziq bin Azaldin. So I will begin my speech today, my share today, by telling you about the causes and the reason why people are in negative. The first one, people are in negative, is because they are living in those negative feeling and past experience, which could lead them toward stress and having depression and also suicidal thought. It imagine common problems that occurs toward us, and we just cannot move on from the past that we have been going through, and it make us cave into it. It is a difficult situation for someone who have been and thinking and living in those past experience and have been in negativities to turn themselves into positivity back, when the effect of the traumatic past experience still that they felt in the past keep haunting them, which in result them a low self-esteem and low self-confidence in order to creating back the positiveness inside their self. In the end, they keep blaming themselves and living on those past experience and negativity that eventually could lead them toward the suicidal thought. The second one is the problematic family also can be the causes and lead to the inability to create a positive vibe. As we know that family members is the one that are close to us, they are the one that live around us every day and the one that can willing to hear our problem and to share, to having share feeling towards them. But what happened, and it surely be a different opposite toward those who are having a problematic family with a lot of family issue, such as of abusive parent and divorced parent, and it surely will deteriorate the levels of the confidence of individuals in creating a positive vibe. How can you imagine someone who are trying to be in positive and trying to create positive toward themselves while living in environment that are full of negativity that is coming from their parent, who the one that are supposed to support them and give their hand to help them to hear out all the problem of we as children have. So it's very hard for them, right? And that could lead them to stress and depression, which lead them toward the suicidal. And the last one is people are living in negative vibe and lifestyle and also environment. Without knowing that we have been living in a negative environments and lifestyles that in result make us in a denials, minimizations, and also invalidation of authentic human emotional experience. It is where people nowadays using a positivity to cover up and silence up their true emotion and becoming, and later on it's become a toxic in our life where we tend to pretending that we are in positive life. For example, we are losing job and have a bad thing happen, so lots of people surrounding us tell us that to stay positive, to look on the brighter side, and telling us that everything happen might be a reason. So they are telling all the positive word, which in common way or in often those comment or will be or mean to be a sympathize, but it also can be a way of shutting down anything that you might want to say about what you are experiencing and feeling. And those, because of that, because of creating because of using positivity to cover up and silence up your emotions, it make people hiding their true emotions that they felt inside there, which make them to have increasing of stress levels and depression, and also left them in despair and make them to having a suicidal thought. I believe that all of you have known a little bit the reason why are people in a negative vibe and what does negative can lead us toward the consequences of negative. And now I will tell you about the ways to creating a positive vibe towards ourselves, which is the first one is change our surrounding. It's very important because according to Melissa Chu, who is the writer of jumpstartyourdreamlife.com, he told that our own willpower is not enough to create a positive vibe to ourselves, but our environment and surrounding is the main key and important roles in developing and creating a positive vibe to us. So what I want to hear is surrounding yourself with someone that have a positive vibe that can lend their ear and hear your problems and where you can express all your feeling. It can be your friends, your family members, and other than else, or maybe your best friend or your partner. So by those who are having a problematic family, they can find a friend that can lend and share their ears to hear your problem, because by expressing your feeling towards the other, those are positive, can help you lessen your stress, depression, and also can prevent you from thinking a negative way of suicidal thought. And some peoples of those who are willing to hear your story and emotions might have the positive energy that you don't have, and it might be a spark in your life to create back positiveness inside yourself. And the next one is be more proactive rather than you staying on the same thinking where you are keep thinking about those past experience. Why not you are trying to doing something that doing some activities rather than thinking all those negativity, by doing activities such as workout, exercising, and food traveling and other than that can help you to ignore all your problems and your past experience, and it might help you to find new perspective inside you that can boost and improve your positiveness inside yourself, that can create a positive vibe toward yourself in the better days ahead. And the last one is reframe thought. Sometimes we keep spend so much time thinking bad thought that we begin to believe things that are not true, and or we are stressed ourselves by focusing on those negative part of our days and past experience. So by reframing your thought, that we can intentionally stop thinking over the negative thought and start thinking over the beautiful side and happy thought that can help us gain back our confidence in creating positiveness, which make us ignoring all those negativity. Maybe that's all from me, that I hope it can be useful for all of you in order to create a positive vibe, and always stay on the positive side and stop thinking about the negativity. See you again. Bye.